there's the normal stuff, like do your homework, make sure you have your ducks lined up. You got the proper crew you need. Audio is the most important. Make sure you got good audio. If you don't have good audio, the film won't go anywhere. So audio, then obviously the normal stuff, cameras, DPs, a good crew, all that stuff. But I think, when it comes to a feature, I think the story is important. If you have a great story and something that people care about, then I think you'll find that a lot of people will jump in, even if it is no pay, it's a little pay. Eyes of a Roman, I didn't pay. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, but everybody knew that going in. But everyone was so passionate about wanting to be on a Roman film that it worked. And we had over 250 people that worked on Eyes of Roman, which is just kind of insane to me when you think it being a no-budget type movie. So I think if it's your first featured film, definitely do your homework. If you're the director, you have to lead by example. So that means you got to jump in. You can't just sit there and bark orders. I think people will tire of that, especially if you're not paying them. You really have to lead by example. If you're out there doing it and you're doing more and you're working harder than anyone else on the project, then it's really hard for them to not keep going. They're like, well, he's doing all that stuff. So just be ready to fight and grind. It's not going to be perfect. A lot of things are going to go wrong, but you have to be strong enough to handle that and come up with a different solution, even if it's not one that you wanted, but something's better than nothing, and just figure it out. Don't let anything stop you. I had COVID, I had no budget, and I had a snowstorm that delayed my film for 2 weeks. And then Texas decided, hey, no power, guys. And so it's like, that could have derailed the film. And that was halfway through filming. But it didn't. We just pushed it. You stay in communications. And you just don't give up. I'm telling you, man, making a film is so hard. It's really hard. So if you've done short films, you've never done a feature, and let's say you've done like a 10-minute short film. Well, it's basically doing 9 short films in 12 weeks. So good luck. It's a lot of hard work, and make sure you have at least 3 or 4 people in your corner that you can lean on, because you're going to need it. And you definitely need to find some people you can trust, that can be there for you. So if you do fall, which it's okay, all right? It's okay if you fall, as long as you pick yourself up. And it's always nice if you have a few people there to catch you. And I gave that example of losing the footage. I mean, I can't tell you about the scene. The people know on the film. It was one of the hardest scenes. And I was in that one. And it was so hard. It's just so heartbreaking. And my team, all the extras, all the casting crew, they picked me up. And I did. That was one that I fell. I was going to keep going, but that one hurt. And they all picked me up.
Nice.
And and that's why this is the best filmmaking experience I've ever had.